Sorry.
That's okay.
Chapter 1, turn the White House Council, which is supposed to give the president independent legal advice, into an activist force for the president's agenda. Chapter 2, root out anyone in the National Security Council or the Office of Management and Budget who is too woke or who isn't aligned with the president's agenda. Chapter 3, replace thousands of career civil servants with MAGA loyalists. Chapter 4, radically increase the defense budget, expand the nuclear weapons production, lift restrictions on arms sales, and expel all transgender people from the military. Chapter 5, ramp up deportations of undocumented immigrants, including dreamers. Make it easier to detain kids in detention camps and allow ICE officers to arrest migrants anywhere in the United States, even without a warrant. Chapter 6, defund the Palestine Authority, bring back Trump's remaining Mexico asylum policy, and restrict funding for the international health organizations like the World Health Organization, WHO. Chapter 7, ramp up the use of covert operations and use the CIA to implement the president's agenda. Chapter 8, defund the leftist news organizations like NPR and PBS. Chapter 9, get rid of all climate policy from our foreign aid programs. Chapter 10, restrict food stamps and free school meals in low-income school districts. Chapter 11, abolish the Department of Education. Chapter 12, gut renewable energy programs and vastly expand our natural gas infrastructure. Chapter 13, shrink the EPA and shut down the Office of Environmental Justice. Chapter 4, get rid of the Head Start for low-income families and ban the abortion pill mifepristone. Chapter 15, ban all non-citizens from living in government-subsidized housing, even if they're living in a family with citizens. Chapter 16, weaken the Endangered Species Act and significantly expand oil drilling in Alaska. Chapter 17, empower the president to investigate his opponents through the Department of Justice and eliminate the FBI's independence. Chapter 18, make it easier for businesses to discriminate on the basis of religious freedom and, of course, race. Chapter 19, restrict the EPA's ability to regulate CO2 emissions from cars. Chapter 20, force the Department of Veterans Affairs to cease abortion services and gender reaffirming surgery. Chapter 21, focus on minority business and development agencies on the evils of socialism and communism. Chapter 22, increase taxes on millions of low-income and middle-class households. Chapter 23 is just a long rant against China. I'm sorry. Chapter 24, should we bring back the gold standard? Chapter 25, punish Planned Parenthood for getting COVID-19 relief loans. Chapter 26, give more of Congress's power to make trade agreements to the president. Chapter 27, abolish the Consumer Financial Protections Bureau, which has saved consumers tens of billions of dollars. Chapter 28, limit content moderation on social media platforms. Leave hate speech alone. Chapter 29, take away the Federal Elections Commission's power to prosecute election and campaign law violations. Chapter 30, go after companies with ESG, which I don't know what ESG is, but DEI and other corporate social responsibility programs. Do you guys know what ESG is? Anyone? Anyone? It says go after companies with ESG, comma, DEI and other corporate social responsibility programs. I'm assuming ESG has something to do with a social program.
Yeah,
that's chapter 30.
Let me look it up real quick.
That's all. That's it. That's 30 chapters. I don't know how long it took me to read that, but I'm sure it was longer than 2 minutes.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's what they want to do. They want to fuck our country up. Are we going to let them? Hell no!
Hell no. It's environmental, social, and governance, I believe. Let me confirm that. Yes, environmental, social, and governance. It's a framework that measures a company's impact on the environment and society. It's often used in investing, but can also apply to customers, suppliers, employees, and the public.
So, you see where we're going with all this. That is absolutely a handbook for dictatorship. I know it may not sound like it, but it is.
Oh, yeah, it is.
If at first you don't succeed, keep on sucking till you do succeed.